first of all, I like leading peers a lot because it's a little bit of the same philosophy that I have, but as a company, right? So you have boards and you have rules, and at the end of the day, some of the value that we both deliver is the same, but in a different format, right? So yep. I always like when you told me about leading peers, I always liked this idea of, because I think that people need to talk to peers and need to talk to others to improve. Actually, I express things out loud in my life all the time, and I'm sometimes talking to my wife or my kids or friends, telling them things that I'm not talking to them, I'm talking to myself out loud, right? So I think that that's super important. So I like the space a lot in the use case of like people helping each other. Now, in terms of the board participation, it feels to me that in the way you run the board, there are clear call to actions. I feel that the board of advisors can add value to you, and we actually do that. Some of the boards, other boards that are more, like we do this board because you have things to talk to us about. And some of the other boards, they happen because they need to happen from a regulatory standpoint. So if I'm in a meeting for 2 hours and I cannot add value, then I say, why do I need to be there, right? So that's what I like about Leading Peers board. I also have a number of people that I interacted with in my sort of coach or mentor capacity that are members of Leading Peers, and I interacted with them either before or after, it doesn't matter, but in the context of the same time. And I can see how the Leading Peers like forum approach is helping them, because I realized when I talk to them one-on-one. So something good is happening there.
Absolutely. And, I have 6 people on the advisory board, and the group's been so stable. I started it about 3.5 years ago, and I think you jumped on board a couple of years ago. And what you bring into the board out of the 6 people is this passion for what we do, but at the same time, you're not a member, which 3 of the other people, 3 of the 6 are members. Then there is a 4th person that is not a member of Leading Peers, but he worked many years in an organization in the CEO peer group space. Then there's another one who's more of a personal trainer. And then you are that entrepreneur who's built something big and quickly, who's a global thinker and who was in the education space. And you're able to tinker with personal development, meets technology, meets company growth. And I find that to be such an important value add in the way you've complemented the board. So there is a very specific reason why each person is there. And when you came, it just felt right. And I just, when you're at a meeting, the meeting's better. I so much value having you at every meeting that we have every couple of months.